YouTube? I'm Anwar, and welcome to the War Room. Haven't been on in a minute. Been working a lot. Matter of fact, I got up today, 3:45 in the a.m. Worked about 10 hours. The grind never stops. But I'm back. Need to get back to it. Need to get back to some content. Get back to the business. So I just wanted to come on here and do a quick recap. A lot of stuff's been going on lately. Business has been good. Life's been good. Get ready for the holiday. Christmas coming up. Got to get my shopping done. Everybody's surviving for the most part, hopefully. And, it is what it is. Looks like, 2020 is going to be over here pretty soon, and hopefully it's a lot better come 2021. So we'll see. But nonetheless, lots been going on, like I said. First of all, I want to congratulate the Lions for doing something that we should have done, last year. Honestly, we should have never made the move. But nonetheless, this is a big step. One of the greatest days in Detroit Lion history, in my opinion, is the termination of Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. And that just shows you how bad it is to be a Detroit Lions fan when you can celebrate the fact that you're getting rid of your coach because he went, if I'm not mistaken, 13, 27, and 1. Congratulations, Darrell Bevell. Coach Bevell got his first victory. Hopefully you get one tomorrow. It's a big game. Green Bay at home. It's going to be tough. Swift might be able to play. I don't know. I haven't checked the report. But if not, this will be game 5, if I'm not mistaken. Galladay will be on game 6 or 7. Not playing. Hip's still kind of messed up. But sounds like the environment is a lot more enjoyable, to say the least. And technically, we're not out of it. We're mathematically, if we run the table, we still have a chance. And in my opinion, if we run the table and we make the playoffs and we win a game, you got to keep him as a coach, in my opinion. He earned the job. But it's a daunting task. Got to go through Green Bay. Got to play Tennessee. Got to play Tampa Bay. We got to play Minnesota. So we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, he's gone. Good riddance. If he gets another job in the NFL, either of those two, you're insane. Whoever you are as a franchise, in my opinion. But do what you will. But yeah, like I said, huge step. Hopefully that the next step will be, and this is something I've been saying from the jump, if I have my druthers, you go get John Dorsey as your general manager, or you try to pry Rick Spielman from Minnesota. You bring on Charlie Casserly or Bill Polian as some type of senior advisors. Take Chris Spielman out of the commentary box and bring him somewhere in the front office. He's got to be somewhere in the building because he's another incredible mind, in my opinion. And you go get Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator from San Francisco, Michigander, Dearborn native, solid resume, been coaching for quite some time, was coaching up with Matt LaFleur up in Central Michigan, so, and I like what he's doing, San Francisco still got a really solid defense, even though they've been decimated by injuries like a lot of other teams. He looks like he has the ability to galvanize the troops. So that'd be a candidate I'd be definitely interested in. And obviously, Eric Bieniemy. That's another no-brainer in my opinion. Another young up-and-comer OC from the Kansas City Chiefs. There's really not too many other guys that I'd be gunning for at that point. But for me, it starts with the general manager. And those are the two guys that I would not be opposed to seeing. And the Rod Wood situation. I don't really know what the president does and, really what his capacity is, but I know he was always a Ford senior advisor, so he's a car guy. I'm a car guy too, but, whatever. But he's not really, what they would call a football mind. So I don't know what you do with him or whatever, but this is big though. It just don't fuck this up again. We had a good thing. We lost a lot of talent unnecessarily. We accumulated a lot of guys that we don't need that we're gonna have to get rid of or absorb a lot of dead cap. And sign Galladay and keep him. Figure out what you're gonna do with Marvin. Maybe bring him back for another year or two because he had a solid season. I don't know what happened with Marvin Hall. That's kind of crazy. You've obviously got Hawk. Maybe bring AP back for one more year. Carry on can go. He's done what he's gonna do. It just didn't work out. He'd have to probably address another running back to some degree, but you got some pieces there you can build around and try to get back to like a true Detroit Lion identity. Maybe even go back to like the Silver Crush and just get that front line and that defensive line addressed, and go get some playmakers and stop acting like y'all afraid to win. And then y'all be able to get something happening, man. I mean, you got a great fan base. It's like y'all afraid to win. It's like y'all truly just do not want to do it whatsoever, and I just can't understand it. But I don't know. Maybe it's a new day with Miss Hamp or what have you. But she sent a message, and it didn't take too long, and yeah, it's crazy. I never endorse people losing their jobs per se, but in this case, he was not qualified whatsoever, and he should have been gone a long time ago. So, like I said, let's see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully, we get the victory. But yeah, so that's been big. Let's see what else we got that I was looking at. Looking in the work phone. Like I said, it never ends, right? Catching up on what's been going on. If Bevel, like I said, if Bevel wins, if we do run some type of table, yeah, you got to give him some serious consideration. What else happened? Oh, earlier today, we had an incident out in Okemos where apparently an individual got on the roof of Chili's and proceeded to shoot at people at the Meridian Mall. Matter of fact, my homeboy D was going out there to go pick up his reserve on the Jordan Jubilees we'll be tapping into later on. And he said he was getting ready to head into the mall, and all of a sudden he hear rounds going off. And for those of you who don't know where Okemos is, it's not an area where you're ever going to think about some type of violence, gun violence would be ensuing in any capacity. And that's like the second time I've known some stuff that would catch anyone off guard. So, yeah, that was kind of crazy. That happened earlier today. I didn't know he was out there as it was happening because I had got wind of it because I was at work. And then, I touched base with my man. He was like, yeah, he seen him standing on the roof. So I thought that was kind of wild. So, you never know. That's why you can't take this shit for granted. So that happened. But like I said, he was out there in lieu of... Let me back up. This is an important day. This is a momentous occasion for those of us in the sneaker community, the sneakerheads. 25 years ago, in 1995, Jordan and Nike dropped one of the most iconic shoes and had its own fandom. And man, I'm kind of at a loss for words sometimes when you think about like the Jordan 11 and that, and as you see how much it means to people, and Nike the sneaker app did a really cool campaign where they showed different storylines of people and what they were doing when that shoe came out or their fondest memories. And the sneaker culture game runs really deep because it kind of brings stuff into like a catalog perspective of like, I remember when that shoe came out, or what I was doing when I wore this shoe, or I'll never get rid of this shoe. I kept this shoe. This was my first this, or this is my favorite that. And you see that, and this one is one of those shoes that's held in that high regard. And as I was saying, as far as like being at a loss for words, in '95, he had just came out the year prior. The 10 was sweet. It was like the 9 was awesome. And mind you, like I'm growing up in this era, so yeah, I've been fortunate that I've been able to just see just a lot of dope like sports guys and just different era stuff and how stuff has really transcended over time. And yeah, getting back up to the Jordan effect, Jordan is at a point now, 94, 95, they're winning championships and you're seeing this dominance and this ascension. And the 10 is sweet. And a lot of these shoes I couldn't have as a kid. My mom couldn't afford them. So I'm watching everybody and I'm just like, man, he's dropping shoes. And keep in mind, during this time, there's no internet, there's no social media, there's none of that stuff. I mean, you might see something where it might be in a magazine or somebody that had to have been in the know to know something, but a lot of it was all hearsay. All of my access to shoes were either in catalogs, if you had access to the catalogs, because you had to get a mail slip or a flyer from somebody who had it or get it from a store. Like it wasn't just like everybody got it so easy. Everything's so instantaneous. Like these people, these youngins right now have no idea. But we used to have to get these mail clips out the magazine and you write your name on it, and that's how you get the catalogs and you see the different shoes that are possibly coming out. Or you had to actually go to the mall, and what was there at the time was either coming out or getting ready to come out, or you just, whenever you got to the mall, I'm a little kid, so I can't drive, and I can only go so far. But man, when those shoes, when that 11 dropped, man, it was just like, oh shit, what is this? Like that shoe just changed the game for a lot of people because it was like I had never seen nothing like it, and it just had this. It had this real smooth, sleek sophistication. It's just, I mean, debonair, I guess could be a word. I mean, it's stealth. I mean, it's just dope, and but it's aggressive, and it's just this balance of just in the sneaker community of just beauty, man. And when that first Concord came out, I'm just like, man, this is crazy. Wow, what is this shoe? This patent leather. That was the only shoe I had ever seen really at that time to do something like that. And that comes out, and then a couple weeks later, another one comes out. And I'm trying to remember what was the next one that came out after the Concords. But nonetheless, the next pair come out. And then there was another pair in between then. And I feel like then the breads come out. And when the breads come out, that was it. That was it, yo. Straight up. It was like, Jordan, you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop playing. You're not even playing fair at all. This is just too much at one time. This all black shoe with this patent leather, the silhouettes, the Jordan little cryptic almost. I don't know what that. They used to always throw me off the way they wrote it, but it says Jordan in the subtle white with the red soles. And I just got my first pair of breads last year when Nike did that release because I just never was in the wave, and like I said, I couldn't afford them, or I just didn't wasn't tapped in at the time. And man, when that shoe came out, it was just like, damn, this is crazy, man. These are so sweet. I begged my mom, please, mom, can I get these? And it was a no. That shoe was probably $150, $160 at the time, and that shit just wasn't happening. Like I might have got one or two pair a year, just what it is. But yeah, it's crazy. And now we got the Jubilee that just dropped, and it's a pretty cool shoe. And I haven't done a ton of research on it, but I see that they incorporated some stuff that they kind of had in the concept, and then they finally decided to acclimate it to this shoe and what have you. But just the whole campaign of how this built up, I thought that was pretty cool. Watching different people that were either become fashionistas or store owners and just different things and the hysteria. And like I said, it was a hysteria. So that's how real it was because I'm in Michigan and there was one guy was talking about it was in Pittsburgh and just you just what was so awesome about that time of shoe because social media everybody got early access so everybody wants to be the first to be telling you about something back then a lot of it it just dropped on you and it's just like yo this is crazy and you just that's how you just stayed tapped in but it was cool because it was just like we never knew what to expect like when Jordan was just coming out with these different shoes I'm just like wow man this is it's just like the foams when the foams dropped and I was just like because Penny was my guy but yeah, it was just this is one of those moments. Might be the pinnacle for me in my era and when I grew up. This is probably the shoe. Like, I mean, it really don't get much better than these the retro 11s, in my opinion. I mean, there's a ton of other ones. I love the 12s and there's a lot of other shoes, obviously, but for a lot of people, I feel like retro 11 is got to be up there, up in the upper echelon for lots of people. So. I ended up getting a couple pairs. I didn't get one for myself. I'm gonna hopefully they'll do a restock. Had a tough time getting those, but I got some kid sizes and whatnot. So you can get with your boy on that level at least. At least I can look at those. But yeah, it's a dope shoe nonetheless. But yeah, like I said, really came on here really to kind of get like I said into the business aspect of it. And yeah, it's been a lot of activity. A lot of stuff's been coming out. So I've been having to tap in and it's all a part of the investment, man. So yeah. Just want to get on here and show y'all a little bit of what your boy working with, man. We ended up grabbing some of these Hawk and High joints, the little Nike ones. Bam, got those, right? My Travis Scott stuff finally came in. For those of you who mess with the Travis Scott apparel and merchandise, man, it's a nightmare to deal with it because a lot of this shit that I ordered this months ago, and I think I just got this in the mail like a week ago. It's crazy. I might have ordered this in like February. Like I'm still waiting on like a Nerf gun, but he did a campaign with the McDonald's thing. He got the McDonald's, he ate a McDonald's bag or whatever, and he had quite a few. Like I said, with this being my business stuff, I ain't really into taking them out because I ain't trying to compromise them. So when people get them, you get them the right way. But yeah, he got all types of stuff on here. I guess, um, you know, it's not really my wave per se. Some of that stuff's pretty cool. Like I said, he got the little flag or whatever, banner, little action figure cat on here. But yeah, anytime you order his stuff, just anticipate it's gonna take months before you get it. So I don't know what that's all about, but you need to work on that because I think I paid like as a shipper, yo, you got me paying like $30 for shipping, and my shit took 6 months. That shit is crazy. I need to get a refund. So I hope you see that. But work on get that shit in order. But yeah, this is pretty cool though. I probably keep this one. Little McNugget joints. I remember when these dropped. This was a real wave right here. This was you got any of these in your merchandise and your nostalgia in your attic somewhere, and these are in good condition yet. These are pretty valuable as far as the little McNugget toys. And then he had the whole cactus with the fries. I guess he had the meal. I mean, I even seen people selling the box with the receipt and was selling it for some pretty outrageous prices. But it is what it is. But yeah, got some of that Travis Scott in. So yeah, that'll be on the site or somewhere on the Instagram or whatnot. So yeah, just come fuck with your boy. But yeah, we got some more with the fries and stuff. So he got a little bit of something I see. And then what else he got? What else did he get in, man? My man got me in the game. Got me a little Supreme hat. Yeah, this is pretty dope right here. Got the little called like refrigerator, right? So that's pretty cool. Man, Supreme been dropping some heat lately. They dropped a Mortal Kombat arcade game. I didn't even know it dropped. I would have probably went and tried to grab that. Then you got the little Supreme right here. I forget who this brand is, but oh yeah, disclaimer. I just we a retailer. I don't be knowing all the stuff, but I know enough of it. But yeah, some merger with somebody. But yeah, this one's a little tough right here. This is probably my this is my favorite right here. For those of y'all who hopefully can see that, we got Michael Jackson when he was holding his baby out the window. This was a tough time. He was, man, God bless, man, rest in peace, Mike. But man, that was a rough one right there. I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, just hanging him. For those of y'all who not old enough, check that out. He just was that was wild. But yeah, Supreme did a little bit of stuff, man. But yeah, we had that going on. And what else came out lately? Been a lot of stuff, man. Been having to invest a lot into the business. Just been a lot of stuff with the consume with the holiday, and hopefully everybody got a good holiday. By the way, but yeah, what we got right here? Got a little retro 8. It's a little heat right here. The burgundy joints. These are pretty sweet, man. I like these. A little white, got a little subtle pops. Something like almost like a cream in here. I think like a cream right up in there. And then obviously you got the burgundy maroon set up. But yeah, this is always a clean shoe. 8s are all right. 8s aren't like my favorite. It's got to be certain 8s that I would consider buying. The olive 8s is probably the sweetest ones. I had a pair of those, and then I sold them because that was like the most uncomfortable shoe I've ever worn in my life. I don't know what that was all about. But this was a dope little setup right here. What I'm loving right now in the fashion game, in the retail game, it's a lot of mergers that's been going on in the industry. You've had Levi with Lego. Adidas has done some moves with Lego. Levi's done some stuff with Super Mario. Matter of fact, I just sent a hoodie out to the United Kingdom about a week ago. So thank you for your business and enjoy that when it gets out there. But yes, there's been a lot of mergers lately. Adidas with Star Wars and what have you. So that's been kind of the wave. And Puma did a nice little setup. Hate taking them out when they like this because I don't be liking to mess up the box, to mess up the shoe. Because like I said, when you get it from me, I want it to be right. When it's dead stock, it's really dead stock. But nonetheless, Puma did a setup with Super Mario Brothers, and this was a dope look. I'm gonna pull it out. That's all good. But they did a nice little setup with this. I thought this was a real cool merger. Puma's been on the comeback. Puma wasn't popping when I was a kid. Puma was always there. That was always like your track shoes and stuff like that. But Puma wasn't where it is now, where like you've got athletes and different people that are actually really rocking with Puma. So Puma's definitely made a comeback. And this right here is a really sweet merger we got right here. We got the Puma with the Nintendo. This was me right here. I remember when this system dropped. Yo, this was crazy. The moms had to put this on layaway. For some of you who don't know what that's all about, look that up. That was a hell of a concept back in the late '80s, early '90s. But I was like 9 or 10, and the 8-bit Nintendo came out, and it's had the power and the reset. You only had 2 buttons, and this is a great homage to one of my favorite systems. And you got one of the classics. I remember I got this for Christmas. This was cool. This was really dope because my aunt got me the game, and I'm like, yeah, this is sweet. And I had the game, right? I didn't even know my mom had got me the system later on. But I'm sitting around just holding the game. I ain't got no system, and I'm like, yo, whenever I get a system, yo, I'm gonna play the game, right? But it is what it is. Nintendo's back then was like $150, $200. It was a lot of money back then. It's just funny how we spent so much money now that ain't even nothing anymore. 200 is light work, but that was a lot of money back then. Well, for a lot of people that I knew. So yeah, so this was cool though, man. That they ended up doing that little merger and whatnot. What else we got? I'm gonna show you a couple more things, but I had a little bit of firepower. Let me get to the nitty gritty real quick. But yeah, this is another one right here. Another classic. Yeah, this one's super dope. Everybody know about these. Gotta love the retro 4 whites, fire reds. These are super dope. And then you gotta love that they went back to this. I love that he started going back to this as opposed to keeping the Jordan Jumpman. Real clean shoe. Got the tag back on it. Can't really go wrong with this shoe. Obviously, where we at, I'm not wearing it in the wintertime. I don't really wear too many white shoes. I like white shoes. I just hate that when they get dirty. I just can't even do it. But this bad boy is ultra crispy, as you can see. I shouldn't even be touching it, but nonetheless, I think this is my pair anyway. But yeah, this is a dope shoe right here. So, these went pretty quick as well, Man. But yeah, I got that heat in. And then, so like I said, man, this is why these businesses is important, man. You can do it, man. Let's keep in mind, real quick, as I'm showing these items, this is never to be braggadocious or to try to stunt on anybody or try to make it seem like I'm doing better than anybody. Nah, this is nothing like that, man. I'm only here to motivate and inspire and show you that, everybody can get creative and get your little hustle on. And my hustle happens to be the fashion and retail game, but I've been in this shit since I was a little kid. So, my mom was always in retail, so I was always in stores and in the mall and that whole thing. I guess it's just kind of, I guess I caught on to it. It's funny how stuff come back full circle, but yeah, like I said, man, when I'm out here just showing what's going on, it's really to just show y'all that it can be done. I'm just a regular cat like a lot of people out here. Single parent household, and I have my struggles and my things that I had to overcome and deal with, and life is good, but I've worked my ass off and I bust my ass every fucking day. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go work the next shift, the second shift tomorrow, and do 12 hours after I already did 10. And that's not even, I could take Sunday off, but I gotta help my teammates out, and it's an opportunity to make some more money, man. So you gotta take advantage of that stuff, and then it's all a part of the process. It can be done. I'm telling you. So yeah, as I'm showing you this stuff, it's merely for shameless plug for the business. So if you want to rock out and try to want to do some good business, or even try to make some money with your boy, holla at your boy, man. It's not a game. But yeah, here go another one. I think this one is really cool right here. They did a great job with this. I'm loving this shoe. What Nike did with the Air Max 1s. Air Max 1s have always been cool. That's a very iconic shoe. These were always cool when I was a kid. I always felt like I was fast in these because you had that air bubble. But these have always been a great shoe, just a lot of really classic silhouettes. And this is no different. You got the whole sweater effect in there on the toe and around the heel and on the tongue. And it's got the fur on the inside. And what's it say on there? Nike, yep, it's in like a snow globe. So yeah, this is cool, man. Can't ever go wrong with a Christmas themed shoe at Christmas time, right? This would be good with this would be a good shoe for like your ugly sweater party or a family photo. The whole family got had these on. You could really set these off. It's a real versatile shoe. So yeah, Nike did a great job. But yeah, I ended up copping me a couple pair of these as well. So, but yeah, man. Like I said, the grind is serious. And then like this, I ain't gonna stun on it too much. Yeah, I'm not even gonna show y'all what's in here, but y'all see what that is. So, if y'all want to see that, you gotta go to the Instagram and check your boy out and, follow the page and shit. But like I said, that's but real quick too. Shout out to my people, Coco to Connect. Shout out to my baby right here. I'm here getting me in the game. It's a real dope one right here. She got a hold of a Derek Coleman autographed basketball for me. And this is cool for me because he grew up in Detroit. For those of you who don't know, first round, number 1 pick overall in 1996, played for the New Jersey Nets. Way back when, man. Derek Coleman was super nice. Those early years in New Jersey with Kenny Anderson and they was trying to make some headway. Drazen Petrovic I don't know if he was still alive or not. I can't even remember. I had to get my dates right, but he was on that team. He played for them. He was a great before he died, unfortunately. But Derek was nice, man. Athletic, could push the floor, move the rock, really good passer. Just a really complete game. And, you know, after he kind of left New Jersey, and I think he ended up going to Philadelphia after that. He still played at a pretty high level, but stuff started to decline. But nonetheless, he had a really solid career, and I fuck with it. I just think it's cool that she got me in the game with this one. So, everything Michigan related, and that's a hell of an accomplishment. You're the number one pick, and he had a really solid career. He went to the NBA Finals. They ended up losing to the Lakers, nonetheless, and Kobe and Shaq. But man, he had a great career, and he was a really really good player. So that's pretty dope. So yeah, shout out to my man DC. So I just had to say that, and then before I get up out of here, gotta check these out though. Gotta put the gloves on for these, cause these, like I said, when I be dead stock with them, when you get them, like man, that brother don't be playing, cause I don't be. Some of y'all know what this is when y'all see this. This is pretty tough right here. I ain't get the Jubilees, but we got these J Balvins though. Yeah. This is an interesting shoe. I'm not even really overly familiar with J Balvin. I know he's a music artist, and he's obviously very relevant in the Latin community. But I'm not familiar with a lot of his music. I know he did a McDonald's themed promotion, and obviously he's making moves because he done already got his own little retro one right here, and this be the one for a lot of these. I just don't be wanting them to get dirty, so that's why I be putting these gloves on. This is a high ticket item right here, so I don't want to have no fingerprints on your shit when you buy it. But yeah, this is the one right here. This one's pretty tough. It's not something I would necessarily go for, but for what the theme is, it's cool. It's a cool shoe. It's got the whole canvas on it, all these different colors, shoelaces. You got the neon yellow, the pink. I didn't even know the sole was pink initially. It almost looked white on the sneaker app, but this is cool. With the white laces, and then you got the I don't know what these are. Look like some little Velcro patches right here. Okay, I got it. Yep. Got the little thing on the tongue. So yeah, these is tough. So yeah, your boy, like I said, I be getting some heat, man. So this is a must-have for a lot of you sneakerheads. So you want some of that sugar booger? It's over here. So like I said, holla at your boy. But man, like I said, I just wanted to get on here and just tap in for a minute and just log back in. But other than that, man, life is good, yo. As you can see, we just trying to maintain and trying to get some stuff done. We got a lot of stuff in the works, so really excited, and working on this nonprofit. Me and my man about to go do these toy runs and do some stuff where we giving out toys for the kids. It's an important time of the year, man. We should always be giving at all times, anyways, but especially in the holidays, and especially the turmoil that we going through as people. So the fact that I can be in a position that hopefully I can make some people have a little bit of joy and put a smile on somebody's face. I mean, that's what it's really all about. So yeah, me and my man about to lock in. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out to my homie Keith. But y'all be easy. What up to my man B? Y'all be safe.